I appreciate you. Goddamn, I appreciate you. Am I seeing something? I think my daughter moved this. She did. God damn. How's everybody doing? I appreciate you, man. Here we are, man. And it's I'm actually working right now, and I'm kind of doing some in between thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. Vicky's here, Shimmy, Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? F, Fire. It's in fantastic. Shout out to my brother, Garden Scientist. Goddamn. Good Lord. What a beautiful day, man. Goddamn. Where do we start? Where do we start? We gonna start with that Jay-Z shit? I never seen y'all send me so many different things in one day. Shout out to Rashida. Shout out to Vicky. I never seen y'all send me one thing in one day. I done got about 6 people that sent me that Jay-Z bullshit. I know. What does Nate think? I wonder what Nate... I do like when y'all do that because it's showing me that other than Charlemagne's whack ass, y'all actually, you know, want to hear what I think about it. And, you know, honestly, Jay-Z is in the middle of... Jay-Z has a scandal. And like anything else, when a man is nervous, let me explain to you about a man. First of all, thank God for this beautiful day. Oh my God, my baby's girl's here. Shout out to Lonnie, goddamn. Lord have mercy, darling, Lord. Good Lord. Shout out to G. Thank you for that super chat, baby girl. God damn. I gotta start calling y'all Honey Bun now. Honey Bun. Now niggas will be like, yo, that's some fly shit, brother. Start calling them. What's up, honey? What's going on, Honey Bun? Women like when you call them something sweet. You know what I'm saying? Something sweet, you know what I mean? It's like going into the supermarket. You know all the sweet shit. You smell that bakery. You smell the donut. You smell that beautiful aroma. We all love something sweet. So call a honey bun. You know what I'm saying? That's a compliment. Baby girl. I call my daughter baby girl. I call my wife baby girl. My dad called my wife baby girl. You know what I'm saying? But honey bun, I like that. God damn. So ironically, right, there's a few people that sent me this thing. And I don't know, like, let me explain something to you about men. Can I get a round of applause? God damn. God damn. Women know women, men know men. And when a man, never forget this, when a man is nervous or dying, he starts living like he's living in his last 24 hours or last 6 months. You know what I'm saying? He may be copping please. Shout out to Valley. What up, baby girl? What up, honey bun? God damn. Honey buns. You know, so he may, I just want to break this down to you to understand about Jay-Z and men. When your man thinks he's dying, he's going to prepare for death. When your man thinks he's about the feds is watching him and he know he's going to probably do about 40 years, he's going to prepare. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all had fathers that probably took off and just left your life. He probably was running. But when he's prepared, he puts everybody in place. And if he knows that the feds is watching him, right, He's gonna do a lot of publicity because the feds is watching. So like, remember when DJ Envy was about to get caught up in that whole house scandal, and he like, fuck you, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he driving on a Rolls Royce trucks, he getting money, and he was getting more money than he was making at the station. So let's just say in the radio station, he was making about $500,000 a year, plus the DJing, that's about $1 million. Now, DJ Envy's wife has a very high lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So she's very high maintenance. $1 million ain't shit, you understand? Me personally, I don't fuck with high maintenance women. I never really did. And if she was high maintenance, she had her own bag, you understand? That was a little different. The problem is when she falls short, you're fucked, you know what I mean? Because her bills are your bills, right? So I try to stay away from that. But in Envy's case, Envy is what niggas would call, what we would call, we don't use the word simp here, but we would call it a hen packed. Hen, like a chicken, a hen. Hen pecked. And that's just a male that his woman runs him. So when the money started running low, Envy's like, all right, cool, because his wife's going to definitely fuck somebody else, you know what I mean? She's too high maintenance. She ain't going to deal with that shit too long. But he'll take his last and give it to her because he's still worth, he's still a millionaire. But he not making that money that he was making when he was doing that real estate shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you can make a quick little $20 million doing that shit, depending on the right nigga. So his man, feds got him, he got access to millions of dollars, and he got caught. They was doing that housing scheme and just getting bread. They was getting some real chicken out of that. What's happening now is we have a problem, right? So we have this, for lack of words, right? Let me get my 2 disclaimers before I do here. I got to say this right now, like this is my sense of humor may hurt your feelings, right? And the BMI said, that's pretty much it. So, Jay-Z has mysteriously comes out with a concert. Now, the great thing about this is that it's going to make, it furthers the career. There's always a rapper every 10 years to further the career. So when I was a kid, an old rapper was 21. Right? For real. Like, that was old because, we was 15, 16 at the time. A nigga that's in his 20s was an old-ass dude. Right? And then, 12, 13 years old niggas was rapping. New Edition, when they came out, that was 14, 15 years old. Just to think, right? A 14, 15-year-old is a piece of shit these days, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Listen. What I mean is that, the 14, 15-year-old is not what it was, 30, 40 years ago. 14, lazy, don't want to do shit. It just, they're kids, they're babies. So now, if you go back in the day, 15-year-olds in my father and mother's time was getting married. And in my grandmother's time, they were having grandkids at 15, right? A 15-year-old now is like a baby, you know what I mean? That's like a little child. For real, they don't do shit. Their room stinks. All the girls wears Jordans and makeup and fucking niggas in her classroom in a stairwell. It's just a disaster. So, but back then, a 50-year-old man was like an old nigga with a fucking cane and a damn wheelchair. For real, you know what I mean? Like, just to think, Red Fox, if you watch Red Fox and watch Sanford and Son, that nigga was like 48 years old when he shot that show. And Lamont was like, probably 15. I'm just saying it was terrible, right? So whoever you looked at back in the day, maturity was a thing back then. It was like you worked at 15, In my time, 19 years old, we had a paper route. 19 years old, they're still in a fucking, they're still in an incubator. You know what I mean? I say all this to say that the positive thing, the pro about Jay-Z's giving. He's putting people in position so when Drake is 50 years old, he'll have a career. Jay-Z retired a million different times, boom. Michael Jordan can't be playing no ball at his age, especially because he's not in good shape, needs a shot. He's all out of shape. He can tell he eats Pop-Tarts every day, you know what I mean? But man, we know what a nigga eats just from looking at him, feel me? Literally. So Jay-Z right now had the scandal with Diddy, and Feds is on his ass. He know Trump is definitely trying to hang his ass because Nicki Minaj fuck with Trump. So basically, Jay-Z doesn't know what's gonna happen. He's not a world leader. He's a world leader to the black people, unfortunately, but he's not a world leader, and they don't know where this shit could end up. You know what I mean? So I said Jay-Z's gonna have to go on tour because he doesn't want his legacy just to be behind Beyonce and being the billionaire and pimping her and have her all drugged up and doing these concerts and shit like that. Wait, hold on. Just feel me on this. Feel me on this, right? He doesn't want that, you know what I mean? So he has to show people that he's accountable for his action. Funkmaster Flex was throwing some dirt on his name and recently talked about Jay-Z doesn't have an Instagram because he's soft and he's very sensitive. And I guess Jay-Z gave, Flex a call, probably threw him $1 million. Seriously. And now Flex is pumping up his damn concert. Literally, I swear to goodness. Flex just had this shit going on a week and a half ago and now he's fucking promoting his concert. So that means they paid him. Jay-Z doesn't need no bad publicity. So he has to go out there, show the people. He's probably going to do one of these things, a giveaway, whatever, but he's still powerful. He has a queue. So people get in this queue, and it's like 1 million people in this queue. And let's say they choose 5,000. Well, I know a nigga that got chose, but he got chose because his sister's married to Jay-Z's nephew. So respectfully, that's my bro. He going to be good. He ain't no broke nigga either. Salute to you. Goddamn, I see you, nigga. So he good. A lot of niggas don't know he moving and grooving because he's married to Jay-Z's family. Well, his sister is, you know what I mean? So Jay-Z's an in-law. So he's good. Shout out to Lash Laurie, goddamn. Right? So people was playing these things back to me about the whole Jay-Z thing and what you think about it, Nate, about the whole situation with the interview that he's doing with the young kid or whatever. And it was basically saying he was hurt with the whole trial situation with the son. Nigga, let me get this straight. Okay, there's two different scandals. I don't know if it's the scandal with Diddy. Let's just say both. So the scandal with Diddy, with dating with the young girl and then that whole situation and Jay-Z not responding, Jay-Z on the internet, he knows what's going on. Jay-Z played himself because you're supposed to be the individual that when somebody triggers you like that, you at the level where you're not supposed to respond. At least I thought he was like that. He responded, called the whole case preposterous, whatever. This is the problem. Now, this is my opinion. I don't think Diddy's ever coming home. They're gonna link him to that damn murder. They're gonna link him to that murder of Tupac. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. Right? They're gonna do his little 3-4 years, and you know what I mean. They're gonna catch him. California's gonna catch him, and then he's funny. I don't think Diddy's ever come home. Again, that's just my opinion. Diddy ain't no snitch, but if a nigga gonna do life, he gonna talk. You understand? 3-4 years. Diddy from Harlem. He ain't no pussy. You know what I mean? He gonna do what he do, and he probably gonna come home, and if he gets home, if he was gonna get home, right? But the situation with Jay-Z dealing with underage girls and fucking with that 15-year-old and remember, they tried to get him a few times. So they tried to get him with the whole doing shit with Diddy, right? Then it was the scandal with the young girl, right? That flopped. And then the third time was the son. So Trump jumped in on that shit. But lately he been quiet because now he got a war to run. Nicki Minaj just made it right before the war started. It is what it is. So Jay-Z right now is what you call the tour that R. Kelly did when R. Kelly went through. Remember when R. Kelly was making all them hits, I Could Believe I Could Fly and all that after that scandal. And then he got a new scandal that came up. It's called publicity, you know what I mean? What are you calling for, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, you ready?
Nah, not yet, nigga. Ain't dark.
Oh, okay. I thought you called just now.
Nah.
Oh.
All right, I'll tell you when the sun go down.
Just call me when you're ready.
All right. So, when the sun go down. So anyway, Jay-Z has to get good publicity up. He has to show the world whether he goes or not, because he don't know what's happening. And he opened up, and now he's doing everything that we all do, interviews. We didn't know Jay-Z is above that. Beyonce can't do shit. See, what happens with Jay-Z and Beyonce, I believe Beyonce, if Beyonce wasn't with Jay-Z, I believe she would be a more connected person. I don't know a celebrity as like Beyonce that's so disconnected from her fans. Like, they only pimp y'all and use y'all when they need y'all to buy tickets, and then you buy them. They don't give shit back to the community. They don't do a fucking thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kenneth. What up, big bro? God damn. Right? So, I don't know. So I'm hearing the interview, and then people want to know my opinion on what I think. And I said, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit, shout out to doing the research. I appreciate that super chat. God damn. Thank you. Much love to you. Jay-Z's reputation is in a corner. He's still one of the greatest rappers that's living. He's a trendsetter. Without Biggie and Pac, he has a clear way. It's almost like landing a plane and it's just a clear port. There's no objects there, no cars, just nothing. You know what I mean? He's in that position. He's been in that position for a very long time. But he's a diva. He don't fuck with nothing unless it's major. You know, BET is beneath him. Doing podcasts is beneath him. Talking to certain people. He's just a very disconnected person. Now, the good thing about that is it makes you exclusive because Jay-Z, he doesn't give a lot of access, but he's sensitive. So you may not see it now, but it's working. It's almost like, yo, let's put this out on him. And he heard it. He's hearing it, and it's fucking with him because he can't cope. He has very bad insecurities. That Camel shit was fucking with him for years, but now he heard it so much, he goes blank with it. But the one thing he can't deal with is the mode of being in Diddy's position, knowing that Diddy was his man. Knowing that R. Kelly, he did 2 albums with this nigga. Knowing that you're telling everybody that you never fucked around with nobody young and it's all about the babies and the wives or some shit he was saying. But what people don't understand about a man, if you were in the rap game in the late 90s, early 2000s, you were smashing underage girls. There's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah was underage. It was underage when R. Kelly was fucking with her. Okay? All right? She was underage when fucking damn Dame Dash was fucking with her. Early. This is before it was out. You know, a lot of people don't know Jay-Z and Dame, they shit came in between Aaliyah. And Aaliyah mysteriously dies, you know what I mean? So, and I think, you know, Dame Dash was the one that was supposed to be in like the last connection. So, you can't be around R. Kelly and you didn't fuck an underage girl. It's impossible. You couldn't have been around all them billionaire freaky white men and never fucked with an underage girl. That side of them is either you was dealing with a gay man or you was fucking with an underage girl. That's what was happening. So when Jay-Z tells you as a fan, it doesn't matter. What is he gonna say? He's not gonna admit it. You know, somebody would probably think Tata was his boyfriend because Tata is a flaming gay man and that's his best friend. But again, that goes over. You may see Cameron and Mace together and they best friends now because just 2 years ago they hated each other because they wasn't fucking with each other for 30 years. And Diddy was fucking with Mace. So them niggas got a lot of weirdo shit going on there. So now that he pops up and he's doing this interview and people want to know what I think about it, again, Jay-Z the performer, amazing. Jay-Z the person, a lousy person. He's just not a good person. You could feel it. He's not real. He's a terrible actor because you could tell he took the media training to answer these questions. but you're so disconnected from these things. How do your name pop up and shit? How you fucking with niggas? If R. Kelly was a friend of mine, and I told you I was hanging with that nigga for 3 years, you would have to question that. If me and Diddy, if I was going to Diddy parties, you would have to question that. Like, yo, ask Nate. You know what I mean? I know niggas that was going there as far as like, yo, they had to put up their cell phones and lock it up and shit like that. They only could take an Uber to the house. They were not allowed to take their personal cars. I've heard of those stories in Miami. I did, because I know niggas that getting it like that. But that doesn't mean that they were involving in the sexual activity. But it does mean that they were there. But if you and Diddy was your right-hand man, it kind of changes. So I say all this to say, before I even get into the topic, I don't believe anything that celebrities say, but I do believe people are influenced by celebrities. So it really doesn't matter what I say, because at the end of the day, he's going to show it when he does that concert. You know what I mean? That's the same thing that they do with the judge. The judge, if you got a federal case, they'll let you live for 7-10 years. And then they're like, listen, I've been doing this, I've been giving this to this organization. R. Kelly knew he was going to jail, he just got broke. Did he know he was going to jail? He just didn't think it would happen right then. So they wasn't really doing shit for the community. That's why you see Diddy doing that damn, you know what I'm saying, when Diddy was doing that damn documentary, running around, showing people love in Harlem, and then getting in the car talking about them like, oh, them niggas, I gotta go take a bath and wash myself and all this, that, and the third. So the answer is that I got a love-hate relationship with Jay-Z, because I know Jay-Z is a piece of shit. And I know that his connection to being married to Beyonce is bigger than any rapper in the world, just because he's married to her. You know what I mean? Because he has access to Queen Bee. You know what I'm saying? But he's not a nice person. And I could feel that character. So the answer to me is, you know, that's just pretty much it. I don't think nothing of it, because I know he's on a publicity, more of a media tour right now. And he has to do all this stuff right now to push more of his, you know what I mean? I'm connected because he knows people think he's a piece of shit. So let me do some podcasts, show people that this whatever is going on. And I use this as an example to go into a conversation of, you know, I thought about all this stuff as I'm looking through social media today, and I'm just like, it gets a little tiring looking at things, friends and family, celebrities now are probably bigger, all these influences, all the goofy shit happening, and it just influences you. So we try to stop and be like, nah, you know, I can't just take that, I gotta chill out. Some of y'all probably suffering through alcoholism, and you know, some of y'all suffering through alcoholism, probably some of y'all suffering through drugs. It's very hard to get off something and stop. The algorithm now is going to be the Jay-Z thing. The algorithm now for my people is what would Nate think, right? That's just what it is. But the more and more I try to get away from all these things, it's very difficult. I don't use none of this stuff to talk about as far as making a live stream, but I do realize that it's hard. It's hard to, you know, get away from things. But I'm also noticing another thing. I'm noticing women that have destroyed themselves through their mates. You know what I mean? I feel that Jay-Z was privileged to be with Beyonce. I feel that Beyonce could have did better than that. She was a superstar with or without him. You know, and her father knew that before he came in the game. You know what I'm saying? But the father was too smart. He ain't trying to sell his soul. He's like Serena and, you know, the twins, you know, the tennis players. He's like their father. Like, these are no-nonsense type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And Beyonce probably wouldn't have been as big because her father's influence wouldn't have sold his daughter out to that degree. But that's just how it is. The chance you take. Whether I'm a father too. You never know what your daughter may end up with, that shithole. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Matthew Knowles is not a fan of Jay-Z. I know he's not. You know, a man that really loves, if you want a man to love, you want to know you what a real good man, your father's going to love that man. You know what I mean? That's the one that you're going to be like, yo, that's something. Beyonce's father never took their hand actually gave his daughter to Jay-Z. That's what you're supposed to do. So there's a slew of people, whether it's Jay-Z and Beyonce, whether it's personal friends of mine. The majority of the people I know now, the women are getting destroyed from men, and the men are being fucked up with bad women. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people in my lives that really could have been bigger than what they was, but they chose that piece of shit. And they're like right there. They're just enough to survive. Like, you know, they're doing what they need to do, but they're really not who they could have been. Like, they're here surviving, but they're not here with God's will. You know what I mean? And I say that in the sense that God had a will, a purpose for you. That's his will. So God's purpose is what you put on this planet to do. But then when you choose that shithole, you kind of veer to the left. You're like, you still talented, but you could have been bigger. It's kind of looking like the neighborhood dude that you know could have been a big ball player. The woman you know that could have been the president of the United States, vice president. You know what I'm saying? But she ended up being she got a little job working for a hospital, and she'd been there for 30 years, but a lot of that had to do with the man she chose or her fucked up kids. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things came from situations of women and men that played something we call recreation. And recreation is something that every human being needs. You know what I mean? It's a great thing, but you know, the only problem is that you got the woman whose her nature cannot deal with recreation because her nature is too loving, right? And then you got the guy, he can't deal with recreation because he gets pussy whipped, and now he becomes the devil and wants to kill his girl. She dates this one and be abusive. So that game is fucked up when recreation's going on over there. Recreation for the common individual, such as a man, where, you know, cool. You know, you married, you got you a girlfriend, but you got you a little, you know, a little chick that y'all smash, y'all get it in real quick, little 20 minutes, half an hour, fuck the shit out of each other, and she goes on a merry way, you go on a merry way. Nobody would ever know, right? But then you have the girl that may have a situation where she got a husband or a boyfriend, and you know what I'm saying, she got a little playtime that she fuck with, but we all know she can't play that situation as long as a man can, because, you know, somebody's going to end up falling in love. And in most cases, women, you know, they get attached. We have a serious problem when I have members that are here and you blame these situations on trial and tribulations in your life, sicknesses, the inconsistency is very obvious. You're here every day, you're commenting, you're leaving messages and donations, and then you just go flat dead. And we know this is something that I addressed a lot. And then we know, like, whether you're on drugs, whether you're on alcohol, whether you got off of social media for 6 months, but you rebound. You rebounded. And the rebound is the worst thing you could ever do. It's like going to a drug program and you've been in this drug program for 2 months and you're 2 months clean, right? And then you go back into the street and now you're 2 years clean. So 4 years clean, 6 years clean, 10 years clean, 20 years clean. You've been doing well and then you fucked around and took a hit of that fucking damn crack again. And now you got to start all over, right? You got to start all over. You do realize that. When you clean, it's because you're an alcoholic, and you're an alcoholic for life. When you're addicted to drugs and you're clean, you're a junkie. You're in remission. And if you rebound, that's it. It's kind of like having a cancer and you're in remission and then it pops up again. And it's more aggressive the next time than it was the first time. But we don't take heed to the same thing when we're dating people and we're out here moving around and We don't realize God's work is they taking all the garbage out your life. You think it's personal. Oh my God, people are switching up. A lot of people's on some bullshit. It's terrible. Shout out to January. It's terrible, right? But then we don't realize is that if you see God's work, you don't question it. You just go along with it. But now God is putting you in a position to tell you he needs you to do what he wants you to do. But now you want to do what you want to do. He's giving you what you need, but you want what you want. So you may think, going back on drugs, oh, they're fucked up with a piece of shit. He's a loser, whatever. And going back to this, or you have a diet and you lost all this weight. You got the, you got the surgery. You took whatever, that other shit, the thing that makes you lose weight. You did all that. You did everything that you can do. And now you go back, being like, now you got to start all over. Now you're fat again and got to start all over. You started eating all them Twinkies, all the above. There's nothing worse in this world than rebound to another human being. There's nothing worse. You and your boyfriend have a fight. He punches you in your face. Thank you, Ozempic, thank you. He punches you in your face, you have a fight. You call the cops. The cops come over there. Reality sets in because now all that anger started to diminish now because now the cops, you're about to see him put the cuffs on him and you get weak and tell him, no, don't lock him up. It was my fault. Excuse me? Yeah, don't worry about it. You let the cops walk out the house without that fucking coon because he's your kid's father. You was on the right track already. Do you know you're just as bad as a person that was clean for 40 fucking years? Because it goes into the day you die. 40 years and you went back and started doing drugs again. You're worse than them. Because now what happens with a rebound is nothing but the devil. To rebound with the rebound is the worst thing a human being could ever do. Your cry for help is more obvious because of the piece of shit that you're with. Yeah, you may have a little job and you're doing what you got to do, but the person you're with shows that you're not doing what you're supposed to do because they're with you. See, the punishment of rebounding becomes a test of time, of what you're going to value your life with time. So you're with this person and y'all break up. And now you go dating and you're all on the internet, kind of like Clarissa Shields and Papoose. That's a rebound. That's a rebound relationship. The person airing Clarissa Shields out, that's her boyfriend, her ex. Remy Ma is married to this nigga. Still. They're still married. Papoose is on a rebound. Well, how about people that's single? Some people are a rebound for the rest of their lives. Some people have fucked with a person that was so significant to them that they're never going to be right. No matter who they with, they got to go clean with that. Some people are married, left the motherfucker, and with the next person, that's a rebound marriage. Some of y'all are rebound children. Black woman, big problem in our community. Y'all are so used to the trash. You try to make it make sense. Fuck it, I held this dude down, I did this for him, I did that and did this, I did that. I said, well, shit, that shithole you was with 15 years ago, he fucked you up. Well, he died. I said, well, you still on a rebound. You're in a rebound with him being a rebound. That's right, a rebound fucking marriage. I know a few of them. Some of y'all rebounded because your mother shitted on you, married a no good bitch your mother hated. That's a rebound. It's kind of like trying to shoot the ball into the motherfucking goddamn net. And it bounces off because you didn't score. So now you bouncing the ball again, you shoot again. God damn it, I missed it again. I keep fucking missing it. Now the other team wins. And you bouncing the ball pissed off because you can't score. You can't score when you're on a rebound. No matter which way you cut it. Jay-Z is on a rebound. He's called damaged goods. His mother's a lesbian. His mother's married to another woman. His father wasn't in his fucking life. He's surrounded by a woman. He cut all the guys off and is like a little bitch. Now he got Beyonce. She's all fucked up because she's on a rebound because her and her father have a horrible relationship since he came in. Oh, yeah, she's a superstar. She has billions of dollars. She could buy Rolls Royces. She could buy a $70 million mansion cash. She's miserable. These images are put into our community for us to be inspired and influenced. So we can't see anything past it. So right now we have 50 Cent and we have Jay-Z for the men. That's who leads the Black Caucus. 250-year-old fucking scumbags. Yes, Kenneth, people don't realize money does not bring you happiness. Money brings you accessibility, but it doesn't bring you happiness. You can be broke and still be happy. You could be filthy fucking rich and be a miserable soul. There's no materialistic item in this world that's going to bring you happiness. Not even joy, because joy is eternal. Once you make $1 billion, what does Jay-Z and Beyonce need to make a fucking another dollar for? What do they need the money for? How much money does a person need? How much money can make you happy? There's no limit. You get $1 trillion, you're going to want 10 more trillion. You're not going to be like, you know what, enough is enough. I got more than, what else do I fucking need? When does it stop? So now that we're living in this society where we're trying to navigate, you can't eat this, you got to cut back on that, right? You can't do this, you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't do shit. Too much of social media is bad for you. Too much of anything is bad for you. Too much of water is bad for you. You don't want to catch kidney disease. You don't want to catch diabetes. Where is the fucking hope? We don't have hope anymore. We got loser celebrity relationships they're forcing on us. The prosperous relationships is a dying breed. Where is it at? So by the time you watching all this bullshit, excuse me, on Facebook, friends and family, all fucking losers. All of them. They're posting their losers. Family posting their kids to make sure that's rebound. They didn't do shit with their fucking lives, so I got to try to make it better. They're trying to recapture what was given to them in high school. God damn it, I blew it. Now the boyfriend had fucked them over when she was 18 years old. Now she then went and had 5 kids. She got a new husband, new house, white picket fence, Mercedes in the driveway. Nah, that's a rebound fucking life. That's why she's doing all that. If you watch a person giving today, for example, we went to my daughter's school, right? Today, my wife said, listen, it's 3:00, we have this appointment. It's like a workshop to teach you how to shop for food. And, you know, I'm like, well, do we got to be there? She's like, yeah. The queen is the boss, right? You know what I mean? I'm the king, she's the queen. Do you want us to go? Yes. Me, you, and I, we all going. Okay, cool. Daughter gets out of school. We had to wait for like 45 minutes. Boom. We pulled up in the school. Now, mind you, this is a whole school is invited, parent square, if you know school. Everything is promoted on there. One gentleman in there, 2 Latin women, some coffee, some donuts. How many family members are in there? Nobody. We're the only ones that showed up. One woman walked in, 20 minutes later walked in there. So there was 3 parents in there. Me, my wife, and this woman with our daughter. Now, we got my daughter playing with the iPad and shit, whatever. And this is community giving, right? And I learned a lot. It was actually great. They gave us some food, you know what I mean? Listen, I don't take hand. I take a fucking handout. Are you fucking kidding me? What, excuse me? I know the rappers want to give away turkeys. And it's a big deal. Jim Jones giving turkeys, Fat Joe. Y'all want to do a little coat drive a month after that for Christmas. Then what happens in the new fucking year? All these celebrities just keep showing you how much more money they got, how much they spent on a watch. They ain't giving back a motherfucking thing. I got members here. I give. I give here. This information right here, run with it and see how good it's going to do your life. I promise you that, guaranteed. I give back to my community. I give back to the community of YouTube. It's a community. We have community guidelines. We had an extraordinary time. I had a great time. And we made the best of it. We didn't need everybody because we were supposed to be there. Because I learned a lot. They would break it down when you walk in the supermarket. You notice how the bread and the bakery is always the first thing in the front because you smell that. But all the essentials is in the back of the fucking goddamn fucking supermarket. Wow. Didn't realize that. Try to make meals, one-pot meals instead of having 5 different pans. The crock pot is amazing. Deep, just a lot of information. They're giving back. Y'all going to Beyonce and Jay-Z concerts paying them $2,000-$3,000 for tickets. Making these people richer and richer and richer. At least if you go to Elon Musk and you buy an electric car, you spending the money to save gas. You're getting an electric car. What are you getting out of giving money to the rich and you're poor? What are they giving back to you? And you keep doing it. You rebound on the rebound. You stop and then you do it. You see these niggas' fetishes are sick and you don't fuck with them, then you forget, you go back to them. I don't understand that. A lot of y'all have never been close to Jay-Z. I've been close to Jay-Z physically at least 3 different occasions, to the point where I spoke to him. When him and Mary dropped that album and I was asking when he gonna do something with the Woo, and he said he ain't doing no more features, but I was I will never forget that when he had a do-rag. How do we put these people on a pedestal to be God? How do you have an ex-fucking boyfriend or a side piece that fucked your life up, ruined you? You done lost houses, your luck got bad, you made less money, you could have had a bigger job. How do you fuck with the rebound? Now you got to rebound life. You got a rebound marriage, a rebound relationship. You don't love yourself. It's fucked up out here. Because the way you move. Ray J, at least he got on stage and said, you know what? I've been fucking up. I respect him for that. Because now he's on the road to recovery. But if he rebounds, once you rebound forever. That's it. That's it. That follows you. That record follows you. They got to document that. You're on the road to recovery. Did you do this before? Did you get on stage and say, man, I've been fucking up, y'all. I'm sorry. Did Jay-Z get on the stage and say, man, you know what? I apologize to my fan base. I've been on some prima donna shit. I have some issues I'm struggling with. I never had my father. I got two fucking, my mother is my father and my stepmother is my father. I'm dealing with a lot of issues. No, they don't. They don't teach you how to respect and love them. And that's why you don't know love. That's why your life is a rebound. Well, Nate, what about an ex? Did you love that ex? Oh, yeah, I loved her. Did she do you dirty? Yeah. Huh? Don't fuck with her. Because once you go back, you could never go back. Once you go back, you could never go back. You'll never be what you was because now you're a rebound. There's situations y'all grew apart, shit happened, boom, boom. Y'all got into the world, boom. Y'all fell in love again. That's different. But when you fucking with that toxic piece of trash in your life, that no good bitch, that no good nigga, and they get your juices and your energy and that human energy that goes through the skin. And now y'all break up again, that's it, you're finished. How many times have y'all went outside and broke up with a boyfriend and went out and hang out with the girls and got drunk and somebody fucked you the first night? That's rebound pussy. I thought it was drunk pussy, Nate. No, that's rebound pussy. She just got over a breakup. She's on a rebound. Just off sight. Without you going back. You're not over that person. Been you healed? Been you healed? Oh, y'all broke up 10 years ago and you still can't get over the motherfucker because you got kids with him. That's a rebound. You never gonna be right. Did you ask God, how do you get out of that? Did your favorite rapper teach you that? They don't have the fucking answers. They doing everything we're doing. These niggas got rap careers and they doing the same shit I'm doing, a fucking podcast. They're not teaching you anything. They're not teaching you how to grow. Oh, Nate, I'm following a few date coaches. Some of y'all niggas are paying these niggas $100 a month for memberships. For what? I'm a matchmaker. It's a big difference. That's what a dating coach is supposed to do. He matchmakes you. I can charge because I can back it up. If I got to put a man on to 5 different leads, I'm going to put 5 women in his hand. He going to date 5 bad motherfuckers. That's what he paying me for. And the woman, that's easy. There's only a small gold of good niggas. He gonna be in ecstasy because there's a shitload of single women. The whole point of the matter is, if you're on the rebound, it doesn't matter what you want from a man. I don't give a fuck how much money you making. I don't care how many trillions you got. I'm not impressed. You're in a rebound. Halle Berry, that's a rebound. Shit, that's a rebound marriage. She's on a rebound from multiple relationships. She ain't gonna ever be right. If you're not falling in love with your true love, the one that was meant for you, you're in a rebound. Because you probably got fucked over and hurt from the person that you wasn't supposed to be with. The person you wanted that wasn't for you. Oh, Nate, what about when a man gets married to a man and a woman gets married to a woman? I mean, come on, that's not a rebound. That's just two nasty motherfuckers that just want to spend their life over there and live like straight people. It's not love. It's not love. It's lust. That's sexual lust. That's what it is. Ask them what they do to make love with each other and tell me how fucking gross it is. That's not love. They put that stamp on there. A woman that's been groomed, she's been having sex, now she's a nymphomaniac. Oh, she's a freak. That ain't a freak. That's damaged goods. She probably was being raped at 12 fucking years old. Your perception is not the reality. You believe people that have more money got it better than you? Oh, no, they don't. Biggie told you all years ago before they killed him. More money, more problems. Now you don't like your life. Bad enough we had television to make us feel this shit. Now we got the fucking phone in our goddamn in our pocket. You go from one fucking fire to another. You're in a rebound. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm ready because David just called me. He ready to buy his cards.
He what?
He worried about the cards. He didn't know if I got it yet.
Did you get it?
I got to do it.
Did you get it?
No, I forgot it when I went to the store.
Go back and get it.
I didn't go to work.
Go back and get it. I'll be there at 9 o'clock. Go back to the store and get it now. I'll be there at 9.
All right.
All right.
I'll go drop it off.
You know, excuse me. You know, you got to think about it. You could put that, you know, in a single world of all these things that you accomplish. You know that shit ain't doing nothing for you. You ain't happy. Oh, I'm happily being single. You're happily being single because you're in a rebound. That's all. No, you can't be happily single. You're married and you're unhappy because you're in a rebound. Your kid's father's a fucking rebound. You're rebounding with a rebound. You know, you members, subscribers, you know, I could read you well. And I know when things aren't right. And I know how we do sometimes when we don't really bother, we shut down because, hey man, ladies, you fuck with that bum. You fuck with that no good nigga that keeps fucking you up and you keep going back to him. Or the one that fucked you up and you keep going back to every type of man that's just like him. You may think it's a new man, it's the same shit. And now when they're in your head, you come to me. And now I'm your enemy. Because you're in a rebound. So when you come out your little caucus, 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months, hey Nate, what's going on? How are you? How are you? How are you? Don't ask me how I'm doing. Whether I'm good or not, what fucking does it matter? You're in a you can't do a fucking thing for me. You can't do shit. What are you giving me? I'm giving shit every day. What did you give? And you want to ask me how I'm doing? How are you doing? How are you doing, phony? How are you doing, phony face? What happened? You're over it now? You went through your depression because now you dealt with that shithole and this is it? It's never it. You're going to be in abusive relationships for the rest of your life because you're on a rebound. Oh, well, just because an alcoholic, how can an alcoholic be an alcoholic if he hasn't drunk in 40 years? He's a fucking alcoholic that hasn't drunk in 40 years. Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. You didn't know that? You wasn't an alcoholic because you had one fucking pina colada and got fucked up. You was an alcoholic because that's what deterred and controlled your life, and you became a servant to it. So when it fucked you up, you had to stop it. And when you stopped it, you realized you had a problem. Cold turkey. Which you think is forgotten? You're a drunk. You just haven't touched it in 40 fucking years. You fucked that bum ass nigga 20 years ago? You fell in love with that ugly creature? That ugly fuck? You gave him access to your pussy? You let him shoot up inside you and came? You let that ugly motherfucker bust a nut in your face and your mouth? You nasty bitch. Because you fell in love with him? Oh, that was the past. Oh, no, darling. That ain't the past. You want it to be the past. That is the present. Because the question is, well, how many days have you not spoke to that nigga? Well, he wished me happy birthday. We're good friends. Oh, really? So you never moved on. You're a rebound girl. Oh, when a man gets me, he's going to get a great woman. Oh, no, the fuck he's not. You're in a rebound. You can never give everybody 100%. You still rebound with the fucking rebound. You celebrate Christmas, holidays, birthdays. You probably celebrate memories. Do you know what healing is? Do you know there's certain things in your life you're going to encounter, and no matter how much you try to forget it, you can't erase the past? Do you know when that fucking killer, they put him in jail for 25 to 30 fucking years? It still doesn't erase the fact he killed somebody. Oh, they gave him life. He's serving 3 life sentences. Okay. It can't erase the past. You can't erase it. So if that person is always going to be a killer, and you slept with that fucking shithole and gave him a family and gave him children, your kids now your kids were born out of a rebound. You fucking got weak, fucked the nigga without a condom, and now you got pregnant. Oh, the father's not there. Oh, he's not a great dad. It's a rebound. Your father's a rebound. Your mother's your mother had you. You are a rebound baby. Your parents ain't gonna tell you about that shit. Oh no, they're not. Oh no, I'm not gonna let that out. I ain't gonna tell them that I'm a junkie, and I've been clean for 40 years. I ain't gonna tell them I'm an alcoholic. I've been clean for fucking 20 years. I ain't gonna tell them that I was a hoe, and I haven't did none of that because I joined church. Oh no. The past will always catch up to you. The more and more you try to run away from it. So to accept your position instead of looking at everybody else fucked you over. You fucked yourself. Some of y'all should be on the goddamn moon as an astronaut. And now you're packing fucking grocery bags at Kroger's to survive. Ain't nothing wrong with surviving, but there's something wrong when you're doing something that you wasn't. He didn't put you here to do that. You had a mission. You wanted to do what the fuck you wanted to do. You didn't want what you needed. Great question. Jessica Wright, what do you think about the Redbone Lotto pregnant by the married rapper? Ghetto women in relationships are nothing but rebounds. That's why they ghetto bitches. A hood rat ain't nothing but a ghetto motherfucking, a ghetto fucking hood rat ain't nothing but a rebound woman. That's why she's never single. Ghetto woman, you'll never hear a ghetto chick, I've been single for 10, no. She's always fucking somebody. You gotta watch Rebound. Rebound people are dangerous. Their mindset is fucking very dangerous. Because they're angry. They can't get out their own way. Today, when we came out to school prior to the event, little Mexican service, some little ice creams in front of the school. I see this one chick to the side, and I watched the kid in front of me get the ice cream. The person giving the ice cream, icy. Now watch, I already seen the girl coming from the left. I seen the ghetto mother to the left. She sees me there with my wife and my daughter. Now you know they're gonna have smoke for us. You know we're gonna be the target. You know why we're gonna be the target. There's a man here with his wife and his daughter. But now we got the ghetto fucking mother here, probably fucking a million husbands. She was even, and this ain't even a black chick, Spanish bitch. I watched her. I said, well, I know my daughter wasn't there first. For the most part, the girl was probably there. She had to get money from her mother, whatever. The gentleman calls my daughter. As soon as she said, oh, she was first, I said, let her go. You know what I'm saying? Got to get this bitch out of here. And then he served her, and then she said, no, it's just the way he did it. Whether she was talking about me or her or him, I said, that's trash to me. So you think it's always a ghetto black bitch when I say ghetto. That ghetto white bitch, that ghetto fucking Puerto Rican, they're dangerous. See a bitch like that, she'll fuck around, I say something out of line. I got my wife and daughter here. My wife and daughter and a hammer on my fucking damn strap. What am I gonna do? Go argue with this bitch? She gonna go get the little jailbird fucking boyfriend, her rebound, and guess her rebound shoots me, I'm gonna kill him, and then I'm going for 40 fucking years. Is it worth it? So you as a member here and you're a rebound, you gotta stay the fuck away from me. Don't come near me. I don't fuck with you. You better thank God that your sickness is better, your mental illness, whatever the fuck you dealing with, but you can never be close to me. A rebound is dangerous. And the mother's a rebound. She's already English. She over there. She got the smoke for me. She knew it. That's the only way. You know what? She see me every day. I don't know her, but she probably see me every day, see me coming in with my daughter and wife, and they ready to, you know how they want to do. Because you know black people ain't shit. We the fucking niggas. But meanwhile, the Spanish bitch got a million babies' daddies as well. If she was quiet, I would have probably paid for the daughter. You know what? Hey, pay for hers too. But the big mouth fucking rebound mother, that ghetto loon, that loony bin, it ain't worth it. My life is too valuable to deal with fucking garbage. I'm out here protecting my family for who fucking was first online for a $3 icy. I'm here to protect myself if, hey, nigga, goddamn it, if you're gonna shoot me in the back, shoot me in the back. But I tell you one fucking thing, you better make sure you don't miss. I ain't no gangster, but I know the streets. You gotta think, because people are on a rebound. Rebound makes you crazy. All the rebound is I made a fucking mistake, a lifelong mistake. All it means is I'm a goddamn fool and I'm gonna make somebody else's fucking life miserable. Or they think they all that coming up in here with this and that. That's that rebound mentality. They fucking that goddamn ape all the goddamn time. Fucking them, abusing them, putting them in damn shelters. Still fucking the nigga. She don't go anywhere. She never does. She's moody. A lot of you niggas like to jump in the little, oh, this chick and that. You better watch it. Be very careful with these bitches you fucking, because if she's a rebound, be very fucking careful. Because when she goes back to that fucking ape, she gonna pull you into that bullshit. Be careful. Anyway, Kenneth said, how can people in that position prevent the repeat cycle from happening? Take the heed that rejection is God's protection. That's it. A nigga smack the fuck out of you, that's it. That's it, it's over. Well, what if he had kids? He can't see his fucking kids. Ain't no going back to that fucking turd. You go back, that's it. It's about once you go, it's going backwards. He cheated on you one fucking time and you took him back, you're a rebound. He loved you. Oh yeah, he probably fucking loved the fuck out of you. Well, then he wouldn't have loved me if he cheated. No, that's not true. Did you love yourself is the question. Them 10 friends that fucked you over repetitively. We talk about Trump supporter. I cut this one. Oh, this is it. We keep having these debates for the last 20 years since George Bush been in his fucking office. Why? Let that shithole go. You keep going back. Rebound. Well, people go through things and friends, not like that. A friend will not hurt you intentionally or antagonize you intentionally to cause physical or bodily harm. A friend won't hurt you with no intention, where your heart is crushed for you to go back to that. You having a friend that you went and seen him in a coffin, dead, and you go back to the fucking grave site and visit it every year, believe me when I tell you, you're never going to be able to progress because you keep going back. That's painful. You got to keep reliving that day. I wish you was here. I wish you was here. Now, you don't have no control over anybody's death, but you understand where I'm coming from? You got to learn to live with it rather than keep bringing yourself back to it. To prevent this cycle of a rebound is knowing who God removed out of your life. Why is this happening? Uh-oh, this is a sign. Okay, time to make a move. How many times you go back to the friends and then y'all be reminded, this is why we don't get along? Well, at what point don't you understand? It's not loyalty. Motherfuckers don't want to change, keep going back to, gonna believe what they want to believe. One thing about politics show who your peoples are. It does. Salute to Mr. Rose. It shows you that. When you're out and about and you're dating and you're going back to the same club and trying to regroup the good old days, or you want to dress young to try to bring up the good old days, how many of y'all try to, man, we need to bring it back to where it used to be? No. That's a rebound. That ain't working. You can never bring it back to what it was. If you lost a father and mother within the last 10 years and you try to bring back the good old days, then your mother and father got to regurgitate and come back from the dead. You can't bring them back. That's why they call memories. You're talking about the past. You like rebound sex. You like rebound lifestyle. You probably got a rebound fucking job. Some of y'all got a rebound goddamn job, amen. Rebound house. Rebound apartment. It ain't home. It's just a house. You bought it because your ex told you wouldn't be shit, and now you got a fucking house. You gotta move your mother in there because you can't afford the mortgage. Not that you care about your mother. You moving up. Yo, goddamn it, mom, if you gonna pay this, we'll get this out. Well, shit, I could shit on everybody that shitted on me in high school. So that's not a home. You just a debt. You living in debt. You are a slave to the debt collector. On a rebound. No different than a person that's been clean from drugs for the last 20 years. Oh, you're a junkie. No, I've been clean. No, you're a junkie. You're in remission. You could have a rebound with one fucking act. How many of y'all know that fucking jailbird is always going back and forth to jail? Oh, God damn it, this nigga's always in jail. Well, what you expect? That's his home. No, he could get his life better. No. How did he get in there? Doing the same shit? Oh, well. There you go. Well, I believe people are going to change. I mean, that's cool. I guess you're waiting for Santa Claus to come down to the fucking chimney. Good luck with that. But I know one thing, you're going to have Judgment Day. That's a fact. And if you fucking see Santa Claus coming down that chimney, I want to know what the fuck you were smoking. Oh, I'm just got to switch up. I'm just tired of the same old niggas. No, you're not. You're used to that. Some of y'all niggas just love hoes. You don't fuck them, you fall in love with them. Some of y'all never repaired. One woman broke your heart, you with a piece of shit. You didn't upgrade. Well, Nate, what if he upgraded with the woman and when his last one was fucked up? It still don't matter. It's a rebound. It's not a real relationship. They wasn't meant to be together. He's still in love with the woman that fucked him over. He wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for her. He didn't see the process that God took her out of there for a reason. He thought it was the end of the world. How could she do this to me? What did I do? I was a good man. I treated her good. And now he got a better woman. She don't know she got a rebound man. Clarissa Shields, that's a rebound boyfriend. That's all. There's a whole bunch of them. Rebound. Tony Braxton and Baby, that's a rebound. It's a rebound. Baby from Cash Money is a homosexual. That's Little Wayne's ex-boyfriend. They were a couple for many years. And there's the black woman always cleaning some shit up. Always thinks she's gonna outfuck that gay nigga. She gonna suck his dick better. She gonna let him fuck him up the ass. Who needs a prostate gland? He don't need no prostate gland. I'll treat him good. I'm gonna change him. Yeah, okay. Rebound. Why don't you change your fucking laundry? Why don't you go do laundry? Change your dirty clothes. Because it ain't going nowhere. Brothers flying across the seas to meet the woman of their life, man, they were on a rebound. That'll never happen. The sad part is the person on the other end that was pure. Well, Nate, what if they don't know? Well, that's just as bad as being dumb. So now he's on a rebound. She don't know what the fuck she's doing because she's got a rebound boyfriend. They're fucked. But when people are made for each other, try experiencing that. When you know that you with your soulmate, the one that knows you. The one that, God forbid, you leave this earth, you know your soul was going to be in that person's mind and every day that they move. Your soulmate, that means you're with them forever. What do you think? A person dies, he's married to a guy for 40 years, and then she goes gets a fucking boyfriend. That's a rebound. She probably married the new man because her fucking husband croaked on her. It's a rebound. Ask a person in the future, how long have you ever been in a relationship? They're either going to tell you too long or too little. You rather hear, I never been in a relationship. Fuck, I'm a virgin. I never had a boyfriend. But you listen to Maya's little funky ass and she tells you she's been celibate for 7 years because she's on a rebound. Somebody broke her fucking heart. That's all that is. If she came out of it right now, it's no different than the crackhead to tell you don't hang in no fucking area where there's drugs at. Maya fucks a nigga right now, it's gonna be the same type of niggas that black women fall in love with. A nigga that she found cute. They just asked, what's that girl's name? What's her name? She's a singer that she just did an interview today. She used to have that song Energy. What's her name? They just asked her, you know, you dated this woman, you dated this man, you dated this person. Will you think you date another person in the industry? She said, yeah, probably I will. What's her name? What's that girl's name that sings the song? You keep taking all of my energy. Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson just did an interview with DJ Envy and he asked her that. Because of her high-profile relationships in the past. She still hasn't fucking learned. Jessica Rabbit said, do you recommend we date nerds to go become rebound? No, because it ain't fair to the nerd. To date a nerd is to debate a rebound, you're on a rebound. That's why you date the nerd. You don't date the nerd because it's a good option. You date the nerd that you fell in love with naturally at the Clearport. You don't want to go date the nerd because every other nigga fucked you over. That ain't fair. You know the nerd ain't going to know any fucking difference. That's taking advantage of him. If your love of your life fucked you over, and you took it as them fucking you over, like they maliciously fucked you over, you know what I mean? Let's say they died. I don't know. Let's say they hurt you with no intention. God damn it, they fucking died from a disease. You're never gonna be right. To find love is a dice roll. It's a lucky draw. So if you have a woman or a man that you encountered and you know true love, and you feel that true love and it's mutual, and y'all are kicking it, and whatever trial or tribulations, that's fine. That's what you're supposed to go through. But if you with this person because you tired of dating thug ass niggas, you a rebound bitch. You like that thug motherfucker. You probably still in love with all three of the fucking bums you dated back in 1985. It's a rebound. You're not attracted to the nerd. You're not attracted to the white man. You think these black women, you think Eve is in love with her husband? You think Chili from TLC is in love with her husband? You think these black women are in love with these billionaire white men that they're with? That's trauma. They're with them because they're on a rebound. That's not Chili's type. Her type is Usher. She like pretty niggas. Well, is Usher on a rebound? Yeah, because Usher's a homosexual. It all connects. Jay-Z's on a rebound because he has such a child fucking. Everybody heard him. He's mad at Dame Dash, mad at this. He's all fucked up. Beyonce don't know what fucking world she's on because she wants to be a normal girl, but she can't. So she chose who was good for her. She's not in love with him. She fell in love because she was on a rebound. All these celebrities, they're hurting because they have a perception to do. They have to influence you and make you believe that they are bigger than you are. Your neighbor can do that. My neighbor came out the door today. She said, we moving. I said, yeah, I heard. I knew that was coming. She caught me today. My wife is standing there, whatever. I said, babe, go upstairs because, she had to go to the bathroom. I know she ain't going to appreciate me doing that, but don't sit here and listen to her. You already spoke to her. Let her give me the bullshit. But it was so hard, to sell the house and because we didn't have a place to live. We sold the house so quick. Okay, well, that's what happens when you're on a fucking rebound. When you're on a rebound, you use your emotions to make decisions. You use your emotions to make decisions. So you sold the house before you fucking found the house to live in. So then she said, well, we was going to move to Long Island. I said, knock it off. Oh, God. Why? She said, well, we was going to move out there, but my husband, it'd take him an hour and a half to go to work. I'm like, this woman's on a rebound. She's just all over the fucking place. But I said, you know what's so sad? I looked at her. I was right in front of her. Caught as my window. I said, whoever gets this house is doing good because you already put all this money into it last year. She was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, you got a new roof. You got a new vinyl siding. You got all this renovation. And you're moving and selling your house for this fucking ghetto bitch across the street? I didn't say that part too. I didn't get that deep. I didn't want to lose her. She's on a rebound. That's why she's telling me. You're all over the place. You want to move who the fuck want to move? You just want the house so you could go back and tell everybody at work, we got a new house. You want to get on Facebook, we got a new house. Then I said, well, I thought you was moving with your mother over in so-and-so land. She said, in her house. She said, oh no, she's renting. Okay, now you lied to me. You told me that your mother owned the house. That's what she told me. I didn't say this. I'm just listening. She's on a rebound. She's so much on a rebound, I could take advantage of that. A person on a rebound is a person on a rebound. That means they're emotionally fucking wrecked. You just want a house. You don't want a home. You want a house. You just want a bigger house, better neighbor. And where they move it to? You think I'm gonna ask her that? You don't ask the rebounder those questions. That's like asking the damn crackhead that's been clean for 20 years, when's the last time you smoked crack? Or asking a goddamn alcoholic, when's the last time you got drunk? You don't want to trigger them with the truth. What am I going to tell her? I know that's we talking to niggas here. She don't want us to know where the fuck she living. But I know damn sure if I had changed that so you leaving me, you really gonna do me like that? Nah, what's your number? She would have gave me that motherfucking phone number. Cause she's on a rebound, looking for attention. God damn. Jay-Z in that interview was saying, people came to look at me and I'm Jay-Z. And I'm like, yeah, he's right. He's Jay-Z. What does that mean? Why do you hide yourself in a cocoon and cut everybody out your life and think you're better, but you need the fans to fill in your seats? You're in a rebound, brother. Maybe you're on this way because Dame Dash hurt you and you haven't got over it. So that's why you're going crazy. You ever see that rebound marriage submerges itself in buying a whole bunch of bullshit? Because he's on a rebound right now because he can't even satisfy his fucking wife because he's still in love with his first love. Maybe he's on a rebound because he lost all his goddamn friends and moved out there to La La Land because your wife was on a fucking rebound, so she needed a fix. She didn't look for a home. She wanted a house. How dare somebody tell you what the fuck your home needs to be? When you come home, you're supposed to feel, thank God I'm home. Not I'm in my house. Or what about the people in the projects? If a person in the projects and they fucking house is stamped as they home is they home, they won't leave that bitch. I don't give a fuck how famous they kids are. God damn it, my son is fabulous. I'm staying in these fucking projects. This is my home. You may not look at it like that because you're looking at it from a structural level, like the typical shit of the world. You probably want to build luxury buildings and think the person living in a luxury building is better than the person that lives in the projects. Okay, correction, that's not true. That's their home. Not everybody that live in the projects is a ghetto piece of shit. Diddy didn't live in the fucking projects when he got locked up. R. Kelly didn't live in the projects when he got locked up. None of them fucking sex predators lived in the fucking projects when they got locked up and they in jail. Kenneth said the other person not on Rebound is being used and they don't even know. Right, well, how do they know? They don't know nothing. When you get a person that's on a rebound, you got to get the dumbest motherfucker in the room. Because the dumb fuck, and I don't say dumb like just stupid, but dumb, you're dumb to it. That's like numb to a pain. You're numb to a pain. You're dumb to the situation. You don't know. You don't know. You can't ask me how to fly a plane. They're going to call me a fucking dumb. You dumb motherfucker. Goddamn, what you doing? I don't know how to fly a plane. But you ain't gonna be no real nigga and have a rebound wife. That's just gonna be some pussy. You gonna tap that ass. You gonna be like, well, she's on a fucking rebound. How you know? Father fucked her over, trauma fucking relationship, went through a lot of shit as a kid. That's a rebound. That's gonna be dealing that's like dealing with a tool set. Respectfully, it is. This doesn't mean you went through trial and tribulations, but to have trial and tribulations, you meet a real man. You know what? This man completed me. And this real man completed you, that's different. But when you know to the point where I got to go date a fucking nerd, the nerd is going to be the good guy. He ain't going to know what the fuck is going on, and you're going to ruin him. Because that's not his soulmate. See, your soulmate is supposed to better you, not make you worse. Your soulmate is supposed to complete you, not stagnate you. Jessica, do you recommend the date? Oh, you said that already, yeah. That's just it. So I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen. When you're out here and you're on social media, you're trying to take a break from that, and you keep going back to it. You take a break off of Facebook, and you keep going back to that. You start eating fucked up food, you go back to that. You start the gym, you stop, you go back to that. You're on a rebound. That's why your life is not growing. You don't even know your purpose. You don't know why the fuck you're here. You think you know. You don't know why the fuck you're here. You don't know why you're here. You're in a rebound. Because you're too busy watching everybody else on a rebound, so you don't even know. You're in a rebound with the rebound. Oh, I'm going to cut all my friends off and get better friends? For what? You're in a rebound. You're not going to be real friends to those people. I'm going to be around positive instead of the negative? You're in a rebound. It's not going to matter. All that matters is knowing your value of who I am and what I represent. I challenge you. Find out who you are. Find out what your main purpose here in life is. And watch how fucking depressing that is. Some of y'all don't even know that. Because that shithole probably told you your fucking main purpose is to suck his dick all day. Treating a man good is letting him fuck you from the back and cooking him some good old food. You don't think far to say, well, I'm here to change the world. You don't believe that. I do. To give back to my goal when I get rich, I'm going to give it to the community. You don't want to build your fucking community. Only thing that wants to build your community is that shithole fucking goddamn greedy fucking developer, which should be shot in the head. He's doing it out of greed. He don't give a fuck about the community. To care about the community is to build the community. It's not putting a tall building up there that nobody could fucking afford to live in there. It's about giving back. Oh, some of y'all probably ashamed to go to food pantries. No, the fuck. If I see the food pantry and them motherfuckers is giving out Krispy Kreme donuts, or they giving out potatoes and eggs, I'm going to get out that car, I'm going to get them potatoes and eggs. I don't give a fuck with a motherfucking thing. Because when you give, I will receive. It just looks better to go into the damn store and pay for it. You don't want nobody talking about you? I mean, that's cool. I love people that receive my gift. I don't give a fuck what nobody thinks. You're ashamed of, you ain't paying my motherfucking bills. And you're going to be ashamed because somebody gave you a handout and you are ashamed of what people are going to think? Fuck people. They're all on a rebound. They're all fucked up anyway. All they looking for is to start some shit. Have something on you, make you feel fucked up. That's all these motherfuckers. Look at that bitch that was in the goddamn ice cream thing. She got it out for me. She's trying to fuck up my givingness. For me to give to my daughter, she trying to fuck with that. I'm gonna fuck. She was first. Okay, Lord, let her go first. It ain't no big deal. She'll need me before I need her. That's when you know your value. See, when you could say to yourself, he gonna need me before I need him, that means you never going back. You tell your friend, oh, fuck you, nigga, I'm done with you. Nah, I ain't got to do all that. You'll see when the action kicks in place. We ain't got no time to talk. Action speaks louder than words. I talked to that bitch and said, yeah, fuck you, you ugly bitch. Take you and your fucking fat ass daughter out of here, you ugly bitch. Suck my dick. Now I put my daughter at fucking danger, my wife, me. Yeah, that's cool. I know the world that I'm dealing with. But those giving people that was at that event today, that's what I'm about. I love people to give. If I'm in Costco as a motherfucker is giving samples for food, god damn it, let me take a bite of that. God damn. Thank you. You're welcome. Gave me a little block of a fucking piece of meat. God damn it, but you gave it. It feels good to receive what somebody's giving. It feels good to give. What are y'all giving? You ain't giving shit. You're in a rebound. You gotta think about that. Look around you. Look at your struggle today and tell me right now, I ain't cursing today. I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna treat people good. Yeah, well, you're in a rebound. You do realize that. You keep saying the same shit over and over and keep going back to the same old fucking ways. Kara said, what is this side? Shout out to Kara, goddamn. Kara said, what is the side piece or rebound gets pregnant? Does that mean both don't know about the one is a rebound? They both rebounds. The problem is he shot up the club in a fucking rebound. How stupid is that? You were doing good the 2, 3 weeks, 4 months, 4 years, and you went back and you bust a nut in a fucking, you ain't bust a rebound in your true love, you bust a nut in a fucking, and made a baby. 2 goddamn fools. How many people you seen that have kids and the fucking parents are fucking morons? I see it every day, morons. Because anybody can have a fucking kid. You don't have to fill out nothing. Y'all fuck, the kid comes out, ain't no law. 2 fucking idiots, that's all. Yeah, she got pregnant. The stupid motherfucker just fucked herself. The bitch wasn't shit. She ain't shit. She ain't shit. He ain't shit. 2 fucking morons. They both was given the ability from God to lead a fuck each other. Now they brought a kid into the fucking world. Poor kid. 2 moron parents. Goddamn. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Wake up. Life is a motherfucker. You'll see. Wait till that old age start kicking. You're going to be like, Nate warned me. Oh, you ain't see nothing yet. Every 10 years, you're going to hit a milestone. You're going to look back and say the amount of time I wasted because all I did was rebound. I got this nice car. I got this great job. I'm making 6 figures. Why I still feel like shit? Because I'm on a fucking rebound. I never accepted that. I never accepted the truth of that. Kenneth said, does being on the rebound on a consistent basis mean that you're unsure of yourself and who you are? Yes. You leave a motherfucker, I said, that nigga's not on my level. It's a piece of shit. He brought harm to me. I'm not going for that. I'd rather do bad by my goddamn self. I'm not going to be doing bad with a fucking moron next to me. No. That's it. When you did bodily harm, that means you had my heart. Goddamn, nah, man. I trusted you as a friend. You fucked me, now. I forgive you better when you leave the fucker, when you get out of my life. But I can't forgive you and be around you because now I'm a rebound. I gotta protect my fucking heart. Fuck, oh, let's protect your peace. No, protect your heart. Heart is sensitive, man. You can survive without peace, but you can't survive without a heartbeat. When a doctor tells you, goddamn, his heart ain't beat, but you gotta put him up to a fucking machine. Peace, nigga, it could be outside. You can still survive. Fucked up life, shitty, whole bunch of niggas shooting outside. God damn it, I could always move somewhere else. But if my heart ain't working, where the fuck, what purpose does that mean? It means nothing. You check that milestone and you look at it and say, God damn. So what's the pro? Well, you still got time. You do. You just don't want to be a rebound player. That's like the kid on the bench. Oh, you could come up here. It's like, God damn, I'm on the fucking bench. Can I leave something and never turn back for once? You know what I mean? If I have leftovers or whatever, that's cool. But if I'm going to keep going back to the same restaurant that fucked me up and got me sick, if I'm going to keep going out to the clubs for the last 30, 40 years and I keep meeting the same dirt bomb niggas, that's a rebound. Once you're in rebound status, that's it, it's over. So if you're going to be a rebound in the dating market, you have to accept that I'm a rebound dater. I'm still in love with my ex. I'm still in love with fools. I love bums. It's like that white slut that says, give me that black cop. I'm a dirty fucking whore. At least she admits it. You're a whore, but you don't want to admit it. You want to be in denial. Okay, so now you're in a life of denial. That's worse. Now you're in denial of who you are. God damn. And you want everybody to tell you the truth. God damn. Now you fellas, before I leave, you fellas, oh yeah, yo, that's why, man, you know, that's the thing about it. Like, yo, Nate, I come back and I fuck with you. You know, I had a brother the other day, man. He came on here. He didn't even understand the psychology. He's probably listening. And he said the worst thing you could say to a human being that's on a rebound, because you're going to react. But when you're not on a rebound, it's just words. Because he's just trying to fuck you. It's like the homo nigga that's trying to fuck with you, but he ain't necessarily saying, I want to suck your dick. He know you don't go that fucking way, so he gonna throw a little bow to you. You ain't catch it, then he says, you know what? It ain't worth it. That nigga ain't with it. He knows it. So the nigga leaves a comment on one of my videos and says, the early Nathaniel was better. He's washed up now. That's what he said. I normally don't respond to comments. I just erase them, but I said, nah. He trying to hurt me. He trying to throw me off. He must think I'm one of these rebound niggas. Let me troll him. So I responded, I said, you know what? You're right. I fell off. You're 100% right about that. He said, nah, brother, it was just a comment. I know. He didn't mean that. That's just his pain. Fucked him up. He's listening. And I forgive you, bro, because I know you try to fuck me up. I know you try to make me feel like shit. I understand. You ain't no different than the girl that try to get a little response and try to get in a fight at the fucking ice cream man for the $3 fucking ice cream because she's on a rebound. So, I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, I fell off. I'm washed up. You clearly been watching me to say washed up. But remember, you're watching me. I'm not watching you. If I responded and told you, yeah, fuck you niggas, suck my dick and all your fuck your mother's a bum, then you know what? That's what a rebound nigga would do. See, just remember, God gave me my wife. Who gave you yours? Sometimes you, and that's not even a diss, it's just, you gotta think about the mindset of a person. When they're on a rebound, they got nothing to lose. Family will turn on you. Or family's everything. Depends. You got a cousin you loved, and now you got that rebound bitch he's with that pussy whipped him because, you know what I mean, she put some pussy on him and fucked him up. That's a dangerous motherfucker to be around. Your homegirls right now fucking a married man and leaving her husband, all the above, that's a dangerous bitch to be around. She's on a rebound. Lost her husband, dating the next woman's husband. You can't expect the best with people like that. So they're going to always say mean things. Look in the comments. Look at the people that say foul shit. They're all fucked up. So when people on a rebound, they're gonna make your life miserable. Trump is on a rebound. Y'all fucked me over in that 2020 election. I ain't forget about that. I'm gonna fuck everybody up. And he is. You ever seen nothing yet? His followers, they're all rebound. They've been fucked over. They're miserable, sad, hurt. So they fuck with him. Majority of the people in the world are on a rebound. Listen to their trauma. They'll tell you. Listen to them long enough. Ladies, you want to keep a man, just listen to him. Listen to his story. It'll come out. It's a rebound. So you got to be careful how you react to a motherfucker that tells you fell off. Why would you want to hurt somebody and say mean things like that? You think a brother could say, you know what, man? If I ain't got nothing nice to say, I ain't going to say it at all. You got on your keyboard and typed that in there. And then when I agreed with you, you realize, damn, brother, that was kind of, yeah, well, I mean, I agreed with you. Are you really that person, or you just on a rebound? Because hurt people. In a rebound, you don't know which way you're going. That's why you keep going back to the fucking crime scene. That's why that jailbird keeps coming back out, sells drugs again, goes back, sells. God, he could never be shit. Could have been a corporate fucking leader and running a goddamn Fortune 500 company. He was a rebound drug dealer. He's worthless. So think about that when you rebound on car purchases, house purchases, expensive bags, materialistic items. From when your mother got to call me and the moving man that moves all that shit out because I'm the junk guy, and now I got to take all that shit to the fucking junkyard that's worthless because you lived your life in a rebound and all these damn personal items and nothing but garbage. You were so much in a rebound, you had to look at your life and supplement it with garbage. You didn't even know how to look at the sky. You know, I said to the green vegan the other day, I said, you know what, sister? I don't know how the fuck y'all live over there in beautiful California. I can't see how anybody's depressed over there. Look at your skies. Look at the landscape. It's beautiful out there. You got 90-degree weather, and we still got 30 degrees. But the good Lord gave me the knowledge and said, well, I know that answer. I really know it. I didn't expect her to know it. That's why I asked her. But the answer is, I don't give a fuck where you live. You on a rebound, you never see the beauty of the world. You'll never see the beauty of light, the beauty of the water, the beauty of you just coming home and saying, you know what? I'm sitting here and I'm appreciating walking. I'm appreciating breathing. I'm appreciating the grass, the wind, the breeze, the sun, the moon. That's right. So you have to listen. Try listen. The way to a man's heart is to listen to him. Don't try to work it out for him. Unless he says, what do you think I should do? And he's going to ask you that when he builds the trust. Don't try to take him out his rebound. Introducing him. He's on a rebound with that. Leave that alone. Introducing him something else. Try listening to him. Just listen. Let him talk. Once he realizes there's a motor talking, no argument, no debate, God damn it, tell you anything. And now you could learn that ability and say, wow, that's a gift to listen to somebody. This person is this person is that. You don't even have to tell him. And now he comes to you and say, I got a question. What do you think I should do? And you still say, what do you think you should do? That's more important. But I'm asking you, no. What do you think you should do? Y'all living lives. Oh, I've been giving him this and he don't listen and people don't know. You set yourself up for failure that people don't listen. To build him up, let him build up. If he can sit there and open up to you, you know the ability is, give him the ability to learn on his own. Do you understand? Hello, Nate in chat. Is a rebound a behavior issue or a bloodline issue? It's a behavior issue. You endure that. That's a behavior issue that is very transferable among human beings. It's a disease among man and woman. You ever watch a dog? Watch a dog, right? Put some pepper on your grass, your lawn. Put a little pepper. Dog kept shitting and pissing. Let that fucking dog sniff that bitch and see what happens. I bet you he won't sniff it again. Once that shit burns his fucking nose, he'll never come back there again. That's how you train an animal, right? But a human being, they keep going back. I'm different. I go to a restaurant, you fuck my shit up, I'll never go back to that motherfucker again. That's it. You got me sick and I caught diabetes from drinking soda, I'll never drink a soda ever again in life. I won't have the desire or taste for it. Most people will say, well, shit, you know I'm gonna die any goddamn way. And they still fucking do it. Now that person leaves your life prematurely because they were on a rebound. Shout out to the Green Vegan. The rebound is a mindset. You chose to do drugs and you know what it does for you, goddamn fool. Why the fuck would you do it? You know what it does. So now you clean. God forbid you go back. Now that's it. It's over. That's the problem. You don't want to go back to the crime scene. You did the crime, goddamn it, nigga. I'm not gonna go back there. Let me tell you a little story before I leave. So years ago, me and my friends, we stole a car. My boy Buck. Shout out to Buck. I'm right by the mall. I'll be there at 9:35.
9:35, because I'm saying I'm in the hallway waiting with the stuff.
All right, cool. All right. 9:35. All right. So, I remember it was me and white boy David and Buck. And my father never knew about this until this day, because he would have killed me. So, we going down my Monroe Avenue in Staten Island, little block. We see the cops. No. Rewind. I see the cop. I'm driving a fucking car, right? So I make the right turn down Monroe. I see the fucking cop. I got nervous. I seen the cop car. He threw the lights on. I booked. Jumped out the car. Boop. We ran. I just heard boop, bop, boom, bop, bop. Me and my man, Buck left, right? Me and my man, white boy David, we exchanged shirts. I took his shirt. We exchanged shirts. We started walking back to the crib. The cop car pulls behind us. And then the car's making a slow U-turn. And we turn around and Buck was in the back seat. We were kids. It's like, oh shit. How the fuck did Buck get arrested? Right. So the nigga Buck, I could call him about this story right now. He'll never forget this. The nigga Buck. No, let me run a little bit more. When we went into the building, we exchanged shirts. Buck lived across the street from this one building up the block. He went in the fucking house. You know how he got arrested? He went back to the crime scene. A little kid said, that's him, because he remembered him. The cops locked him up. Eventually they let him go because they didn't have no proof, whatever. But the point of the matter was, he went back to the crime scene. 10 some odd years later, the nigga Buck gets into a fight with 4 cops and fucks him up. Boop, 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 boop. They tried to arrest him. He went off. That nigga did 10 years. So he went to jail in 95 and came out in 2005. Missed the whole 90s practically, right? 2005, the nigga comes home. till this day, comes home, he's working, he's busting his ass. Now he comes home, he starts, he marries this Spanish chick, they go to Florida, they get out of New York. He didn't want to have no haps on doing jail ever again. But the fact that he's a felon for life, no matter what he does, he's always going to be a felon. So now he starts going on cruises and vacations. Then he starts becoming a passport bro. He starts going to all these countries, fucking all these prostitutes, looking for somebody to marry. Fast forward 2026, he's going to Japan, he's flying here, he's fucking all these whores, he's hit me on WhatsApp, fucking the girls right in front of me in the videos. Crazy. Can't find a wife. And he said to me, you know why I do this? Because I wasted 10 years of my life that I can't replace. He doesn't realize that's not the problem. The problem is he's a criminal on paper. He has a felony. No matter what you do in life, you can't reverse a felon. It's going to follow you to the day you die. That stays on your record for life. Donald Trump is a felon. And they elected him. Look at all the motherfucking damn people that fuck with Trump. Why ask why? They're on a rebound. They're just as stupid as he is. You can't support a person without knowing who you are. First, gotta know who you are. Because who you support is a representation of you, right? On the back to Buck, he's doing things. He's an electrician. He got a house with three-bedroom house. Changed his life. But if you pull his name up right now, I ain't gonna say his real name. You go to the New York State Department of Corrections, his fucking name is right there. If he tries to go get another job, they're gonna go there and say, we seen that you had a fucking felony. In 1995, you did it. You did some time up in upstate prison, New York. And he has to tell them what the felony was. On top of them knowing, we see that you got an A-class felony. Well, I beat up 4 officers. They're going to say, this is a violent motherfucker. Have you been back to jail since? No, I haven't. Because you do realize you're still a felon. I want you to take heed of where I'm going with that. Think about where I'm going with that. Has he accepted that? Is it this the 10 years, or he just realized, you know what? No matter what I do, I'm still a recovering felon. This is not a recovery of an injury. This is a recovery of a mindset. And it's on paper. It's, you know what I mean? For life. If a person goes to jail and they locked you up, man, we locked you up, man, you're sleeping with kids, God damn it, you know, you're sex offender. You could change your life, go to church, praise the Lord, get back to the community. You're still a fucking convicted sex offender, like Mike Tyson. R. Kelly is a convicted sex offender. They hated that they didn't convict Bill Cosby on that sex offender. They didn't convict Jay-Z. They're not sex offenders, but they still in the fucking game to play the garbage. They just wasn't convicted for it. So you got to understand the layout of a person. Does Jay-Z know who he is? Does Bill Cosby, could Bill Cosby say, you know what, I did some fucked up shit in my life. I have a problem. I love sleeping with women and putting Mickeys in a drink. We would respect him more, but they don't tell you that because they wasn't convicted. Does Mike Tyson sit there and tell you when he's doing his podcast, he fucking talk all that Brooklyn, East New York shit, I'm a convicted sex offender. I raped a woman, I went to jail for it. Gotta think about that. Epstein is a Jew, sex offender, they abolish him in the neighborhood. We don't. We still fucking, God damn it, free R. Kelly, free Diddy. R. Kelly, you know, Diddy's not a sex offender, but you know what I mean? So I just want to share that. I think in this world, we don't need church. We need people to bring the information the way that they bring it to the churchgoers. I'm not a pastor. I'm just a child of God. And ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I love my real men. I love my real woman. I even love the people that's struggling, even the rebounders. But you can't camouflage it. You never did. That's why I forgive you. But life goes on. You got to keep it moving. Thank you. But I'm already over there. Yeah, man, this, that, that. Yeah, man, listen, man. I'm glad you're doing better. You take care of yourself. Don't fold and go back. And that's why they tell you never give up. Because once you give up, you flop, and now you become the worst thing ever as a rebounder. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. Have a great day.